everyone, thanks for tuning in. If you're watching Chris Adventure Gamer, I'm your host, Daniel Paladin. I have Dante the Wizard here. And so we are, if you notice in the background, we're all set up for some Christmas stuff, some little decor, right? Decorum. And so in this video, we actually are going to open up Exit the Game Advent Calendar. This is the Hunt for the Golden Book with 24 exciting riddles, it says. So this is a story about Santa's book being stolen.
Oh, no.
Says, "Oh no, something terrible has happened. Santa Claus' golden book has disappeared. It contained a complete list of all the Christmas wishes. If the book isn't found by Christmas Eve, there will be nothing but sad faces around the tree on Christmas morning."
Wait, maybe a bandit stole it.
Mate, well, we gotta figure out, right?
And
So it says, "It's up to you to save Christmas, and time is of the essence. The thief's trail leads you to a remote mountain village. You quickly notice that something strange is afoot here. But where has the golden book gone? You must find it. But let me tell you, behind the doors of this village, there are many surprises waiting for you." So waiting for us, huh? All right, so this is what the back of it looks like. So you can see here, we got some cards, looks like some keys, a compass, a puzzle, some dice, looks like a horse, some books, some kind of decoder, an example room, and then, as you can tell here, there's some bells in there.
Oh,
right?
It was signing from there.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and just,
Open it up.
I'm going to cut over a corner of it,
Hey.
and then I will let you rip the plastic, okay?
Okay.
So there you go.
Okay. Wafer.
Yeah. Here, I'll hold it right here. You pull. Pull that plastic off. Come on, show it what you're made of. Come on, do it. Come on, gingerbread man.
Oh.
There you go. There you go. Woo! All right.
Let's
So
throw this away.
Yeah.
Nasty.
So, maybe I can do this over here. Hold on. There we go. There it is. I have a third camera finally set up, so we can do some zoom ins here off the side. I got a little green board where we could do that. And so I've actually done some rearranging for those who follow my channel. We actually have 3 cameras now fully set up for gaming. I actually have it set up with cords that are ran from the computer along the ceiling with cord, I don't want to call them staples, wire mounts or whatever, all the way to the camera, and then from the camera to the TV over here. So let's go ahead and do this to the TV that's over here. You can't see it right now. That way, if we wanted to have something set up like Mansions of Madness, we actually have a screen much closer to us where we can play and watch, and you can see us as well. We have a Switch set up. We have a Retron 3 HD,
We have a
PS4.
switch right there.
And we have a NES Classic and SNES Classic set up, so we could do all streaming or recording. I'm not sure how much streaming we'll do, but recording of when we play video games. There's some games I really wanted to play.
We have a switch right next to me.
Yep, we do. Yep. We've made a lot of improvements. There's actually a cord that comes down, and I actually have my VR set up for my PlayStation 4, so I'd like to get some of those games shown on the channel.
Yeah,
But the main right by the Christmas tree. But the main point of it all is to be able to have 3 cameras so we can play games. We have a place so we don't have to worry about zooming in and out on the center camera. We have the camera that looks at us, and then we have the other camera here where we can do the zoom in. So see my hand? Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and dive into this then.
I can't sit on my knee.
Ooh, look at this.
Whoa.
All right, here's some books that come with it.
Oh,
And
there's some things in here.
don't pop anything open. We got to figure out what we need to do. Ooh, continue here. Follow the arrows, compare the symbols, write the next day's number on the correct door. Ooh, okay. So we got to figure out some of those codes. Help book and game instructions. We have the storybook. Okay, let's see here. For one player or one team, 10 years and up. Let's start here. Only continue reading here if you have been instructed to do so. Oh, okay. So maybe we don't do this book yet. Okay, so there's a place for room notes, things like that. That's
Wait,
cool.
I I know what's right. We have to get the shapes that are the same mass. Like that one's almost a mass. It has 2 hexagons.
I see, but see if you notice here, there's a 1 right here. So that means we got to start there. So I'll show you here.
So, can I pop?
Right there. So, all right.
So,
Game instructions. So, hold on, let's not do it yet. We got to figure out what we're doing here. Storybook, help book, decoder. Yep. Game setup. Before you can start, you need to prepare the decoder table with a pair of scissors and carefully cut the 3 decoder strips shown on the board along the dotted lines.
so we need scissors for this game.
Yeah, we do. So, let's pause right now and go get some scissors.
Okay. Oh no, where scissors?
All right. So now we got some scissors. So let's go ahead and cut this, like I said, on the dotted lines. Because this is our decoder. So we got the red, blue, and yellow. So red goes at the top of the card. So like this. And then we do this. And there's a riddle decoder on the back. Look at that. Isn't that neat?
Uh-huh.
All right. Then we go blue. I need the blue. Oops. Hold on. I'm getting a little confused here. There we go. So this goes in like this. There we go. And then I need the yellow.
Oh. Almost fell to its doom.
Almost. And then we got this one that goes in here. There we go. All right. So let's lay that there. All right. So we got that cut, ready to use. Hold on. Nope. We got it. I'm looking at the back side. So the yellow goes first, and then the red is at the bottom. Okay. There we go. Let's try that again. Because then when you flip, the yellow should be at the top. Like this. Oops. Oh, wait. Yep, just like that. And then we flip it like this, and the yellow's at the top. So there we go. All right, so now thread the 3 decoders. That did that. The numbers are now visibly through the middle holes on the front of the decoder table. On the back, you'll see a directional arrow on each decoder strip, as well as the exit symbol. So on the back, the exit symbol. Yep.
I know.
There we go. Yep. All right. Only pay attention to the arrows and exit symbols, which are exactly in the middle, one below the other. The decoder table is now ready for use. Put it with the storybook on the table. All right.
I found it. The star.
Yep. All right. Where is the game board? In this game, the advent calendar itself is the game board. In addition, there is the storybook. In there, you will find out exactly what has happened, and you will find an introductory chapter every day that tells the story. Other than that, you'll have nothing else available to you at the beginning of the game. Solve the riddle step by step. Do the following every day. We listen? Carefully separate the current calendar sheet at the perforated line from the storybook. You can find the date at the top of the relevant sheet. Read the introductory chapter. Open the door as soon as you are prompted to do so in the text. Behind it, you will find different things to help you solve the riddle on the day. That might be riddle cards and various strange items or objects. Solve the riddle. Usually, you can and must use everything that you find in the room or storybook for that day. This is the only way to solve the riddles. Ooh. To solve the riddles, you can label, fold, cut out. Everything is allowed and sometimes even necessary. Ooh.
Riddles are hard.
Mm-hmm. Keep all of the game material until you have completed the last day of the advent calendar. Do not throw anything away. You may have to use it again. Only ever read the current calendar sheet.
I know how to spell black.
Good. Only read the next one when you are ready to start the next riddle. How do you know which door to go to next? Don't be surprised that the doors on your calendar aren't numbered. Only the first door is labeled. To find the golden book, you solve riddles on your way from door to door. The solution to the current riddle shows you where to go next to go to the next day. It works like this. The solution to every riddle is always a 3-digit code. The numeric code found is entered using the 3 decoder strips on the decoder table. Always ensure you have the numbers on the door right. Okay. The game begins. What are you waiting for? Here we go. Take the storybook, turn to the first page. Oh, we're ready. We're going to start it. And start reading the prologue. The first riddle starts as the calendar sheet marked 1st December. We wish you a lot of fun with this. Exit the game, Advent Calendar, the hunt for the golden book. All right. So I will leave this here like so.
It says exit the golden book.
Yep. All right. So we have the prologue. All right. Says, an icy wind is blowing in your face. You wrap yourself tighter in your coat and pull the scarf up over your nose. Thick snowflakes fall from the gloomy clouds above. You are rushing home to wait out the oncoming snowstorm. The oncoming snowstorm. From the safety of your sofa with a cup of tea with your shopping bag clenched tightly in your hand, you make your way through the crowds. Everyone else seems to be rushing home too. Bundled up against the snow and heads down, they pass you on the busy street. The wind whirls the snow through the air and pick up your pace as your front door comes into sight. From the darkness, someone crashes into your shoulder and you begin to slip on the icy path. You stagger upright and turn to complain, "Hey, you!" But the figure has already hurried off into the dusk. You just catch a glimpse of a slightly chubby man in a red coat before he disappears around the corner. "How rude," you mutter, shaking your head. Then you pick up your bag and, rubbing your sore shoulder, you make your way towards the door. At home, you are welcomed by cozy warmth and the scent of vanilla biscuits. Happily, you peel yourself out of the thick winter clothes and boots. Luckily, you made it home before the weather got worse. Now you can settle down with a cuppa and that escape room game that your friend recommended. You always get excited about riddles. But wait, what's that? Something is flickering in your living room. Is something on fire? Anxiously, you rush into the room. Fortunately, the only flickering is from one of the candles on your Advent wreath. Nevertheless, a chill runs down your spine. You cannot remember lighting the candle, but who else could have it been? It would be pretty odd to break into a house just to light an Advent wreath. You giggle a little nervously. How careless of you. A candle left unattended. Only now do you notice the letter propped up in front of the wreath. Someone was here after all, but who? And what did they want? Your heart beats faster. Cautiously, you step closer and with shaking hands, open the envelope. My dear friend, please excuse my intrusion in your home. I had no choice as I am in dire straits of running out of time. You will understand why in a moment, but first I would like to thank you. Nowadays, there are few people who have not lost their faith in the magic of Christmas. There are even fewer who are extremely secretive and who, in addition, have a remarkable talent for deciphering complicated riddles. In short, there are only a few people like you, and that's exactly why I need you. You must help me, I beg you, because I am afraid that without you, there will be no Christmas this year. Your heart skips a beat. No Christmas? That would be unthinkable. Just like you, countless people are sure to have gone all out in preparation for the celebration. It would be a huge disappointment for them and for the children. You shudder with the thought. Curiously, you continue to read. The bad news is my golden book has disappeared. This is terrible. Everything points to it being stolen. It is my world. I didn't just have everyone's Christmas wishes in it, but also their address so that the presents get delivered to the right home. If the book doesn't turn up before Christmas Eve, it will be a disaster. Can you imagine? To give nothing but sadness this year? Even the Christmas sleigh needs the book in order to fly. Whoever has the book seems to be very clever. I know that much. I followed him, but didn't get far. I lost track of him in a small, remote mountain village. Initially, I thought it would be easy to find him there. I tried, of course, but except for a few sparse hints, I didn't find anything. All of this remains a mystery to me. You are lost. You are my last hope. Please help. Maybe you can find the thief. or at least find my golden book. I'll leave you a few documents that are sure to help you and have taken the liberty to organize a lift for you. She will pick you up in front of your house. It will be the easiest way to reach the village. I can't do more for you at the moment. I have to rush off and deal with a mountain of formalities. The security authorities are giving me grief because you can imagine the loss of the Golden Book is also a gross violation of the CPDO, Christmas Data Protection Ordinance. But anyway, that's my problem to deal with. I know that I can rely on your loyalty and discretion. Please help me to save Christmas. I wish you every success with speedy Christmas greetings. So this actually gets pulled out. There's perforated line. So let's go ahead and do that. So there's the letter because we might need that. And then it says,
You ripped the book.
the signature is smudged and illegible, but you can figure out who wrote it. When you were a child, people tried to convince you that there was no Santa Claus, but here's the proof, right? In black and white, in a personal letter to you, no question about it. Of course you will try to help him. Thoughtfully, you look into the envelope. You find that it contains a few notes and a strange item for finding doors. You obviously can't do anything with that yet. There is nothing else to help, but anyway, you have already made up your mind. You will not miss the adventure. You look at the window. The wind seems to have subsided, but thick flakes are still falling from the sky. You blow out the candle on your Advent wreath, pack up a few important things, and head outside. Since you arrived home, the snow has settled and now lies ankle deep on the road. The road looks empty with hardly any people. Thought it is hard to see through the snowstorm anyway? Where is your lift to the village? Suddenly you hear the sound of bells close by. In disbelief, you spy a little horse-drawn sleigh turning into your road. It's one surprise after another today. But a horse? If the trip has taken you far away, then it could have been a reindeer at least. All right. Whew, there's just so much to read. You must have dozed off in the layers of thick woolen blankets because when the sleigh stops sometime later, you are in a place you don't recognize. You stretch your limbs and carefully climb out. Immediately, the sleigh starts moving again and disappears with the gentle sound of ringing bells back in the direction from which it came. You obviously have to walk the rest of the way. You look around. It appears to be quiet at night. The clouds have completely cleared and the moon hangs like a gigantic disk in the starry sky. You trudge through the deep snow up a small hill and stop at the top in wonder. In front of you lies the village that Santa wrote about. Silent and lonely, it sits in a shallow valley framed by an impressive mountain range. Not a soul can be seen. You listen carefully and hear nothing but your own breathing. In front of the mountain peaks you spot a large steeple in the middle of the village. The many small half-timbered houses look almost picturesque, but you feel a sense of unease. It is the middle of the night, but you are used to more noise. Who knows what's waiting for you down there? But Christmas is at stake, so you straighten your shoulders and set off down the hill with determination. On the way you discover a hut on the edge of the central square with a bright light shining from the window. You move closer and notice that the door is open, almost as if someone is waiting for you. The first puzzle begins on the calendar sheet, 1st December. Alright, so this one gets ripped out. Alright, there we go. It says, you carefully approach the hut on the edge of the square. The door is ajar, but to be on the safe side, you creep to the frosted window and look inside. Everything looks deserted. Despite this, you knock on the door frame and wait a moment. As nobody responds, you enter. A strangely familiar feeling creeps up on you. You feel as though you know this place. The inside of the hut is pretty shabby. You notice a thick layer of dust everywhere and numerous cobwebs in the corners. It seems like no one has been here for years. Strange. Didn't Santa Claus write that he had visited the village? Something else catches your attention. From the outside, it looked as if the hut was brightly lit, but inside it's actually pretty dark and you haven't seen any light source. Odd, yes, but you don't have time to figure out why. You have a deadline to meet. There must be a clue here somewhere that will set you on the trail of the thief. You let your gaze wander and contemplate what to do next. The Golden Book doesn't seem to be lying around here. There's a lot of strange junk, though. Smiling, you suddenly remember wise words from your grandmother. If you are desperately searching for things, then it's better to get them tidy first. The saying has proven correct often enough, so you decide to look around carefully and take the opportunity to clean up a little. As you do, you spot some notes on the table. Open door 1 now. Behind you will find 2 riddle cards, A1, A2, 10 small strange items. All right, you ready to open number 1?
Yes.
All right.
I can do it.
Yep.
Whoa.
Ooh, all right.
Looks like we
Hold
got
on.
some stickers.
Hold on. Let's see here. What else is in there? Let's look. Let's look inside what the room looks like. Ooh, look. Ooh, look.
Whoa.
There's a picture of a witch. There's a horse. There's an apple with a worm in
Wait.
it.
I see a little
Button.
button
Okay.
in newspaper.
You see a pair of dice here.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
And an apple with 5 on it.
Yep. Apple of 5 and worms. And it looks like a reindeer antler head.
And a turkey.
It's a rooster.
Rooster.
Vase of flowers. You see a door with imperial
9.
sign, has a 9. And you also see a newspaper. Ooh. All right, let's go ahead and show this to everybody. There we go.
Which is so cool.
Hold on. Let's see if I can't turn it on the side a little bit more. Let's see if I can get the last piece here. There we go. Almost. All right, so you guys can kind of see. Put the flashlight there. There we go. All right, let's see here. A1, A2. Oh, there. Well, here's the items though that we all seen. So we have a horse, a rooster,
When can we open these?
a vase, the witch, the button, the apple, antler, the reindeer head with antlers, imperial sign, 2 dice, and a newspaper. Then we got the
Daddy,
other side.
When
All right.
can we open these?
Well, we got to figure it out. All right, so riddle 1. I'll leave that there for a second for you guys to look at. All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and rip this off because that's what it says to do. Oh, actually, no, we don't want to because I don't want to see what's behind that. All right, riddle number 1. It has been many a year since anybody ventured here. Items over which folk fussed have now been left to gather dust. Of the items you have found, 3 don't need to stay around. Okay, some things don't need to stay around. Throw them out and do not miss, but throw them out and do not miss into the bin to look like this. Interesting. All right, let's try the next one. Riddle card 2. Open up the bin with care, but as you do, please beware. The door adjacent must stay closed, as a later riddle will be posed. Your rubbish items must stay whole before you place them in the hole. Don't cut or bend anything to get into the opening. 3 things will fit and solve the riddle. Then sort the code, big, small, then middle.
Oh.
All right, so let's look. Big, small, and then middle.
Oh.
So let's see here. We have a 3, which is a witch picture. Okay. So that's something we wouldn't want to throw away, right?
Uh-huh. So where can I put it?
We'll set it right here. That way people can see it, okay? And then we have a pair of dice, which I don't think we'd want to throw that away either, right?
No.
Because we want to use those. A newspaper someone would throw away, right?
Yeah.
You would think that someone would want to throw that away over time.
Uh-huh.
So we'll set that here off to the side there.
So,
And then what else?
oh,
We have
a button.
a button. That one might get thrown away, right?
Maybe.
All right. So let's say a button here, right? And then we have the reindeer head.
Which will be thrown away.
I don't know, because it's on the wall. See, it's decorated the wall. Alright, so we have, that one could be in the middle, because we don't know if it's going to get thrown away or not. You would think it would. The apple, you would think, would be thrown away, right?
Uh-huh. Too disgusting with the worm in it.
Yeah. It's got a worm in it, yuck. Then we have the door with the imperial sign, so the door stays closed.
Yeah.
That's what it said.
So it will stay there.
And we have flower and vase.
That
You
will
would think
go there.
that you would throw those away after they died, but they look so pretty right now.
Yeah.
Then we have a picture of a rooster.
Yeah, that goes with that good stuff.
Right, and then we have,
That horsey, which will be thrown away, maybe.
well, it's a statue. Why did we throw away the statue? So then we throw all this away, though. All right, let's look in here again. So we got a 5, a 3, a 9, a 1, a 7, or a 4. No, it's a 4. We got a 4. So we got a 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
a 2, 3.
You're doing it all in order, but.
The dice read 7.
Dude, oh, the camera's off.
No, it's just the screen went dark. It's okay. Watch.
Camera.
See?
Can I play a game in here for a video?
All right, now, buddy.
I mean the switch.
So let's put them in order. The picture is a 1. And then we have the 2, which is this. And then we have the which is a 3. And then we have a 4 as the newspaper. Then we have a 5 as the worm. And then we have a 6 as the vase. And then we have 7 as, what did I see? Where did I see that? Oh, the statue. And then we have an 8 of dice, right? 8. Then we have a 9 on the door and then a 10 on the button. Okay, so they're numbered in order. So let's read those again, okay?
There's even a 7.
Yep. All right, it says, "It has been many a year since anybody ventured here. Items over which folk fussed have now been left to gather dust. Of the items you have found, 3 don't need to stay around. Throw them out and do not miss into the bin that looks like this." Okay, so I see a bin that looks like this, so we gotta throw them in there. So will this go in at all without bending? I don't think so.
But,
See that? I'm afraid that's going to bend. We can't force it in.
there's Ben.
Nope, that's not going to fit. The vase won't go in. Unless we try to go in this way first. Nope, that won't go in. The dice won't go in. That, and this. We got the rooster. So we got the rooster. So maybe we're looking at the size of the picture versus the actual. So the picture of the rooster is bigger than the picture of the witch. So if the witch will go in. No, that doesn't go in that way. So the witch goes in, it fits. And we have the apple. Will the newspaper go? The newspaper will not fit. Okay, so we have the apple.
That's the rooster.
So we got the apple. Will it go in? Yep, the apple goes in. So we got the rooster, the witch, and the apple. So the rooster is bigger, right? Rooster picture is bigger. So that's a 1. So we go 1. Then the apple is smaller, so 5, and then 3. Flip that over. All right, let's look, Dante. You ready? So we go over 1, down 1, and up 1, and we should have a circle, moon, and Y.
A circle, moon, and Y.
Yeah. So we go over 1, down 1, up over 1. And we have, it's almost there, right? Yeah. So maybe we're not quite right. So, then middle.
Wait, we need
So,
it.
1, 5, and then 3. 3, 1, 5. All right. So we got from here. We go up 1. We go over. Then we go down 1. So we should have a circle, a diamond, and a triangle.
Circle.
Or sorry, a moon, a diamond, and a triangle. Nope, that doesn't work either.
Man.
All right. So now, I hate to try to get in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think this would have fit in there. No. So what if what does it? Nope. The horse does not fit in there. The witch, everything else fit. So that, the button, would the button fit? No.
I get scared.
The vase. You'd think the flowers would need to be thrown away. So if we do this and then move, nope, the flowers do not fit either. All right, so let's go ahead and at least try one of the hints, okay?
Yay.
Okay, first clue. For the solution on the page. All right, first clue. There are 3 things you should throw in the bin to keep things tidy. There are 2 questions. Where is the right bin for it?
White is right here.
Did you see any other bins? Nope, that's the only bin I see it.
Everybody's right there.
So I don't see any bins over here. No bins over there. Okay. There are 2 questions. Okay, yeah. There doesn't seem to be one in the room. And what 3 things should it be? Maybe the information on riddle cards A2 will help. You are not allowed to cut or bend the objects to be disposed of. All right. You will need riddle cards A2, 10 strange items, newspapers, domino. Oh, it's a domino, it's not dice. Lily, antlers, apple, witch, button, vase, porcelain horse, rooster. Room 1 of the Advent calendar. Yeah, there's nothing in the room to... There's not like a trash can in the room. Get rid of them. That's the only place I've seen.
How can these be staying on?
Well, because they're right here. All right, riddle number 2. Take a look around the mountain valley village of the box. In the lower right area, there is a barrel that is exactly like the one in the riddle. It is no coincidence that the bin is located on the recessed grip of one of the doors. By carefully pressing the flap into the recessed grip, you can open the bin with it. Attention. Make sure you only open the recessed grip. The rest of the door has to stay intact. Finished? Then you have to figure out which 3 of the strange items from room 1 can fit through the bin opening. Remember, you must not cut or fold. Do you have the items? Then you also know the code. At least you have taken close look at room 1. Yes. So it says big, small, then little. Or sorry, middle. Big, small, then middle. If we go from the size of if we're looking at the size of the rooster versus the size of the apple, size of the witch, I should have compared them by size, but I think the apple is actually bigger than the rooster. So we'll go 5. Say rooster is a 1 and then a 3. All right, let's try this. All right, Dante, let's try it.
Try what?
So we're gonna go over 1, down 1. Hey, we figured it out.
Oh.
So we should have actually been looking at the size of the actual pieces, not what we think what would be bigger. Because so we have.
Wait, it's glowing.
Is it glowing? Oh, yep, it's kind of glowing, isn't it? So look, we go over 1, down 1. So we have a circle, diamond, and star. Do we have a circle, diamond, and star?
Yeah, circle, diamond, star.
All right.
We can open that one. Now we figured it
Diamond,
out.
star. So this is number 2. All right, so we got it down. We got number 2. All right.
Yeah.
All right. And so it took us some time. I went through the hints, which I hated to do, but I had the right items in there. It was the apple, the witch, and the rooster. So the only thing that we needed to do here, let me get rid of all these pieces here. There we go. There we go. Now everyone can see Dante. All right. And so what we needed to do was compare the actual pieces to their actual size, not how we think that they would be. So like the picture of the rooster seems like it was bigger than the picture of the witch, which then apples are smaller than roosters, so I was trying to figure out that. But it's actually, we should have been comparing the size of the actual thing that it was.
Daddy, after this one, it goes here because I see it glowing.
Well, just because it's glowing doesn't mean it's going to go there, because I think they're all kind of glowing. All right? So, hey, we are going to go through this advent calendar, or maybe I am, into Christmas Eve. So hopefully you enjoy these videos and tag along with us as I get confused, as I try to figure out the code, the mystery. So, hey, thanks for tuning in. See you guys next time.
Yeah.
You going to say that? Bye, Dante?
Bye.
Bye. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Say it louder like you mean it. Merry Christmas. All right. Bye.